Here we are with Matt Walker in Supersound Studios in Chicago. Today, Matt will give us a demonstration for a new product called the JingleMute from Percussion. Matt, welcome and thanks for being here.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
Matt, could you give us a brief history of some of the artists you've worked with in the past and tell us a little bit about some of the projects you're working on lately?
Well, I've played with a lot of people, certainly in Chicago, a lot of local artists, but there are a few bands that I think that most people will be familiar with, such as, Filter, Smashing Pumpkins, a band called Cupcakes, and but beyond that, I've worked with a lot of different people in studios and touring and recording sessions and everything.
How quickly would you say you adapted to the JingleMute?
Oh, really quickly. I mean, it's actually something I've tried before with either duct tape or just holding it in my hand, but the concept is something that I thought of a while ago, but it's been a long time coming for it to be actually manufactured.
Could you give us any input of how this product may differ from using a stand-based tambourine or a hi-hat attached tambourine?
Well, with either of those, you're stuck with every time you use your foot on the hat, you're going to get the JingleMute or get the tambourine, but whereas with the JingleMute, you have the option of muting it with the thumb, trigger, and so that's huge. And you can also do lots more things with it, little rolls, and you can't really do that with the mounted tambourine on the hi-hat.
How can the JingleMute enhance your style of play?
Well, I think it gives you, a lot more freedom because you're not trying to think of ways to cover. A lot of times when bands go in the studio, the tambourine overdub is just almost like everybody does it. Probably like half the tracks they record on a record, and so you're thinking of ways to compensate for that when you play live. In changing your parts or whatever, reinterpreting. But with the JingleMute, you don't have to do that. You have it here. You don't have to worry about possibly, sequencing or using tracks because you can do it organically. Right. Which for, rock bands certainly who don't want to have to play to tracks, it's, to their